नमः पार्वती पतये गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनम्
श्रीकांतो मातुलो यस्य जननी सर्वमंगला जनकः शंकरो देवः तं वंदे कुंजराननम् श्यामवल्ली समालीढं विरिंचि पुरभास्वरं मार्गबन्ध्वाह्वयं तेजः तनोतु विमलां धियं श्रीमत्क्षीरतरङ्गिणी तटगते पुण्ये विरिञ्चे पुरे नित्यं सन्निहितं किला कलयितुं क्षीराभिषेकादरम् श्रीगारुत्मतवल्लिका सहचरं मार्गे सहायं नृणाम् श्रीमद्दीक्षितवंशदैवतवरं संचिन्तये शङ्करम् इदं च रङ्गं त्यजतामिहाङ्गं न विद्यतेऽङ्गै यदि वास्तु चाङ्गम् पाणौ रथाङ्गं शयने भुजङ्गं याने विहङ्गं चरणे च गाङ्गम् कावेरी तटशोभिरङ्गनगर प्राग्भागजम्बूतरुप्रान्तोद्यन्मणि सद्मनि स्थितमधः जम्बूतरो स्थायिनः दूते भार्चितरङ्गनाथ वरदम् भक्त्याखिलाण्डेश्वरी पूजा निर्मित सज्जलाकृतिधरम् श्रीजम्बुनाथं भजे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् अप्पय्य दीक्षितेन्द्रान् अशेष विद्यागुरूनहं वन्दे यत्कृतिबोधा बोधौ विद्वद्विभाजकोपाधि Namaskaram. In the previous class of Dikshitendra Vijayam, we discussed Vajpaya Kratvanushthanam by Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra. So we studied that Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra performed Vajpaya Yajnam in Kanchipuram, and during his Vajpaya Yajnam, at the time of the procedure known as Pashubandha, so all the goats that underwent the Vedic process known as Samjnapana, so they attained Svarga Prapti. They attained heavenly bodies that had all the lakshanas of the residents of Svargaloka, and they were carried on a golden palanquin by Gandharvas, Siddhas, Kinnaras, and others. And all this was visible to everybody who was present in the Yagashala of Dikshitendra. And after this, the Avabhrita Karma took place, and Nrisimha Bhupala Varma, so he was the Raja who performed the Shweta Chhatra Dharanam. So once the Vajpaya Yajnam is over, so there is a procedure known as Avabhrita Snanam. All the ritviks of the Yagam, so the Yashta and all the ritviks, Hota, Adhvaryu, Udgata, Brahma, and every single ritvik who took part in the Yagam, and the entire team of Brahmanas who took part in the Yagam, and all those who came to see the Yagam, so together they go to a nearest water body. It could be a lake, it could be a pond, it could be a river. So they take a snanam which is known as Avabhrita Snanam. Only when Avabhrita Snanam is performed, the yajnam gets over. Without the performance of Avabhrita Snanam, the yajnam is not over. So after the Avabhrita Snanam, at the time of Avabhrita Snanam, so from the Yagashala to the water body, whichever water body was there for Avabhrita Snanam, so it was Nrisimha Bhupala Varma who held Dikshit, who took Dikshitendra by holding a royal umbrella for him. And at this time, in olden days, the kings used to give Bhumidanam also to the Brahmanas. So the king would shoot an arrow. So they will have a bow and arrow in hand. The king would shoot an arrow, and wherever the arrow falls, so from the place where the king stands and until the place wherever the arrow has fallen, so the entire tract of land would be given away in charity to the Brahmanas. So what happens is, so it was Narasimha Bhupala Varma who was privilege of holding Shweta Chhatram to Dikshitendra, and the Rajas of many Samsthanams were present at that time, and it was only one king who was not present there, and he was Chinna Bomma Nayakkar of Vellore. And this Chinna Bomma Nayakkar came under the influence of Panchamata Bhanjana Thathacharya, a Shri Vaishnava Pandita, and he also took Samasharanam, says K.V. Subramanya Shastrigal, and he did not respect Dikshitendra. So he did not come to the Vajpayya Yajnam. And when the Vajpayam was over, all the Rajas left for their places, and all those who had come to attend the Ritviks and everybody who had come to attend the Yagam, so they all had gone to their respective places, and Dikshitendra had come back to his house at Adayappalam. And now we are still in Tarangam 3, and we are moving to the next topic, the fifth topic in Tarangam 3 of K.V. Subramanya Shastrigal. In this Tarangam, so it is known as Chinna Bomma Abhyarthana. So a word Abhyarthana means prayer. So in Durga Chandrakala Stuti we say Abhyarthanena Sarasiruha Sambhavasya. So with the prayer of Brahma, so it means Abhyarthana means prayer. So Chinna Bomma Nayakkar realized his mistake of not honoring Dikshitendra. So when such a grand yajnam takes place, it was his duty as the Raja, as a Raja of a Samsthanam, to take part in the, to offer Samanam to the Yashta. So he did not do that. And later on, he realized his mistake. And this chapter, in this topic titled Chinna Bomma Abhyarthana, K.V. Subramanya Shastrigal describes how Chinna Bomma Nayakkar approached Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra and invited him to Vellore to be one of his court panditas. And here is a shloka by Shivananda Yogindra. And we all know that in previous classes I have told that there are three main Sanskrit works on Dikshita, the biography of Dikshitendra. One was written by Mannargudi Periyava. The other one was written by Shivananda Yogindra, who was Shesha Dikshiter in his Purvashramam. And this Shivananda Yogindra should not be confused with Swami Shivananda of Divine Life Society, Rishikesh. Because both of them lived, both of them hailed from the same Tirunelveli, so from nearby villages. And both of them were equally illustrious. So, people naturally by the name, people tend to get confused. So there could be many personalities, on any given field with the same name. So in the same way, this Shivananda Yogindra whom we are talking about was different from Swami Shivananda of Divine Life Society, Rishikesh Divine Life Society. So says Shivananda Yogindra in his Dikshitendra Vijayam, Evam tasmin vasat Sthitavati grihe brahmanishthai varishthaihi Shishyairanyais tadanudharani nayakish Chinna Bomma Pashchattapo Pahrutahridayaha Mantribhit Jnatavruttaha Bhuyasnigdhan Vachanachaturan Preshayamasa Vriddhan. This is the shloka. Evam Varishtaihi taihi brahmanishthaihi tasmin grihe Shishyaihi anyaihi cha saha Sthitavati sati. So when Dikshitendra was living in his house in Adayappalam, so he was Brahmanishthaihi Varishtaihi, he says, Shivananda Yogindra. He was the best among Brahmanishthas. He was living in that house in Adayappalam, along with his disciples and others, his family members and everybody else. So when he was residing there, Tadanu, later on, Pashchattapo Pahrutahridayaha. King Dharani Nayakkar Chinna Bomma Nayakkar. Now the Dharani Nayakkar is King Chinna Bomma. So when he started repenting, so when his mind started repenting, so only then he sent his ministers. So he came to know about this through his ministers. So the Vajpayya Yajnanushtanam by Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra, he came to know about this through his ministers. And when he knew about this, he immediately sent emissaries from his Rajasamsthanam. So though these emissaries were Vriddhana, so they were elderly men. And how were they? Snigdhana, they were also diplomatic. So only when such men are sent to Dikshitendra, Dikshitendra would be pleased. And only when he begs for pardon through these emissaries who are being sent, only then Dikshitendra would be pleased with him. So having this in mind, he sends emissaries to the house of Dikshitendra in Nadayappalam. And then he says, Athate Savinayameva Asya Brahmavidaha Nikatam Jhatiti Abhyetya Paschatchitta Prayashchitta Panataya Rajnya Preshitam Chaturanta Yanam Puraha Nidhaya Taisadaram Kritasvastya Yanaha Tat Shishyaviti Ritesh Trinasaneshu Asinantan Manova Karanani Samadhaya Idam Vidyapayamasu. Athate, thereafter, those emissaries, the Brahmanas who were sent as emissaries to the house of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra by from the Rajasamsthanam. Tasya Brahmavidaha Nikatam Jhatiti Abhyati. Immediately they approached closer to that Brahma with Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra. He was a knower of Brahman. So that is why he is being addressed, he is being described as Brahmavit. And they showed him that King Chinna Bomma Nayakkar, he seeks Prayashchittam. And with the intention of doing a Prayashchittam, he has sent a palanquin, Chaturantayanam means any kind of vehicle. Here it means a palanquin. So they placed the vehicle that was sent by Chinna Bomma Nayakkar and placed it in front of Dikshitendra's house. And Taihi Sadaram Kritasvastya Yanaha, and they were received well by Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra. Tat Shishya Vitirneshu Trinasaneshu Asinantana Samadhaya Drishtva. So the disciples of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra, so they spread an asanam made out of darbha, and when Dikshitendra sat upon it, all these emissaries, on seeing him, all these emissaries, so they had all their manas, vagindriyam, and all other indriyams completely under control. And with this in mind, with extreme caution, and with lots of respect and humility towards Dikshitendra, they made this request to Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra. And they told him, Athakila Bhagavan, hey Bhagavan, Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra, Adhunika Acharya Vidya Vaishadya Shiva. So at present, so it is Thathacharya who is the contemporary Acharya at the court of Chinna Bomma Nayakkar in Vellore. So the king has been completely influenced by Thathacharya, and as a result of it, he has completely forgotten Parameshwara. He has completely forgotten the worship of Parameshwara. He has also forgotten service towards Shiva Bhaktas. And now he has realized his mistake. And saying this, so they told Dikshitendra that he has now realized his mistake, and he implored Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra to come to Vellore and adorn the court of Vellore as an Asthana Vidwan. And then they said, Anitara Sharananam Asmakam Bhavaneva Paragatihi. So you are the ultimate refuge for us. So hearing these words of the ministers, Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra, he did not consent to go to Vellore. So he told them that it is not possible for him to come to Vellore immediately. So only now the yagam has been over. So it would take some more time for him to come to Vellore. So saying this, so after hearing these words from Dikshitendra, the emissaries went away to Vellore. So they left Adaipalam for Vellore. And they told Chinna Bomma Nayakkar of what Dikshitendra told. And to follow Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra, Chinna Bomma Nayakkar had been approaching Dikshitendra over and over again. And only when Dikshitendra knew that the devotion of Chinna Bomma Nayakkar was true, only when he really had prayaschitta buddhi in his heart, only then Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra accepted to go to Vellore. Until then, Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra did not go to Vellore immediately. And then later on, Dikshitendra went to, so when Chinna Bomma Nayakkar was asking Dikshitendra to come to Vellore and reside there permanently, so only then, so only when, only after many times Dikshitendra went to Vellore. And now we move on to the 6th chapter in Thiruvanaikka, which is Vellore Pura Nivasa. Residence of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra in Vellore. And it is during his residence in Vellore, he had to undergo many troubles. So he was poisoned more than 3 times. He was insulted many times. So many such things took place, and he was subjected to Adhicharika Prayogas. So all these took place when Dikshitendra was residing in Vellore. Tatah Prabhrati Sabhadhyakshikrita Dikshitendraha Kshitindraha Saraswati Mayaha Iva Vachasi Chintamani Rivacha Vitarane Avartata. Sabhadhyakshikrita Dikshitendraha Kshitindraha. Kshitindraha means Raja. So this king who has made Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra as his Sabha's Adhyaksha, the chief pandita of his court Sabha. So he was shining brilliantly like Saraswati, Saraswati Mayaha Iva Vachasi. So in speech he appeared as if Saraswati Devi herself was residing in his tongue. And when it comes to offering charities, so in philanthropic activities, so he appeared like Chintamani, a precious jewel which is known as Chintamani, which gives anything that a person desires. So that is how Chinna Bomma Nayakkar got transformed when Appayya Dikshitendra became his court pandita. Amatyata dhurinaha Thathacharyaha tebhyaha abhyasuyannapi Vaitasim Vrittimashrayan Avanipalam Anvavartata. Amatyata dhurinaha. So the excellent and clever minister Thathacharya, so he was not able to tolerate Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra's presence in the court, and that too as the chief court pandita, he was not able to tolerate it. So he had a lot of jealousy towards Dikshitendra, and he had no devotion towards, he had a strong hatred towards Parameshwaran. So in this way, so he kept following up Chinna Bomma Nayakkar over and over again. So he wanted to take back Chinna Bomma Nayakkar once again in his clutches. Tada sabhyaha sushila manditaha adhyatma vittamanam makhindranam nirasta hankara matanam mahimanam prashashamsu. Tada sabhyaha sushila manditaha. So those court panditas, the other court panditas, So on seeing Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra, who had Adhyatma Jnanam as his wealth, Nirasta Ahankara Mamatanam, so Dikshitendra had no ahankara, he had no sense of ahankara or mamakara. So in this way, they were praising the greatness of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra. And there was one Kavi who praised Dikshitendra, Swadharma Shilana Kramat, Ahamma Matva Mutsrajan, Mahaniti Praghiyate, Samasta Shastra Paragaihi. Swadharma Shilana Kramat. So by meticulously performing all the dharmas that have been prescribed as per one's varna and ashrama, ahamma matva mutsrajan, so giving up ahankara and mamakara. So only mahaniti praghiyate, only then such a person is called a mahatma, is called a mahan. And who should call him a mahan? Samasta shastra paragaihi, by those scholars who are well versed in all the Shastras. So it is such scholars who should say that such and such person is a Mahan. Tataha Dikshitendra Anugrihitaha Tat Puravasinaha Janaha Shiva Pujana Nidataha Svesham Janma Saflatamaanaishu. Thereafter, with the blessings of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra, the residents of Vellore engaged themselves in the performance of Shiva Puja, and in this way they attained sarthakyam of their janmas. So their life became meaningful. Makhindra hridayam anurundhanaha dharanipaha api Thathacharyam api puraskurvan vidushaha sabhajayansha yashasa vikramaadityam api atishetes. So, without going against the wishes of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra, Chinna Bomma Nayakkar he also honored Thathacharya. He also honored every other Vidwan who was present in the court sabha. In this way, he was shining brilliantly with his yashas or fame, and he even surpassed Maharaja Vikramaditya in his greatness, in his yashas. Mahipungavascha Thathacharya Karishyamana Vishachittam Tapobalena Viditvapi Shivadhyana Niratataya Nishtala Swantaha Arati Vighatane Akrutodyamaha Nishpratyuham Anushtita Somasamsthascha Asa. Makhipungava, the best among Dikshitas. So through his Yoga Shakti, so such great Mahatmas used to be Trikala Jnanis. So great personalities like Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra, they used to know the past, the present and the future. Thathacharya Karishyamanam Vishachatam Vipatchatam, sorry. So it is Vipatchatam is Vipat is calamity. So hundreds of calamities. So he knew that Thathacharya is going to create a lot of problems. Vipatchatam Tapobalena Viditva. So through his Tapobalam, Dikshitendra knew that Thathacharya is going to cause a lot of trouble to him in the future. Even after knowing this, Shivadhyana Niratataya Nischala Swantaha. So he was completely focused only on the meditation of Parameshwaram. His mind was focused only on Parameshwaram. Nischala Swantaha, his mind was not perturbed even a bit. The word Nischala means anything that is strong. And then Arati Vritti Bighatane Akrutodyamaha. So he never took any single effort to ward off any of the activities of the Pope. So he knew that Thathacharya was going to have many plans to work against him. Dikshitendra did not work against foiling any of his plans. And Nishpratyuham Anushtita Soma Samsthashya Asan. So without skipping any Soma Samsthas, he was engaged in the performance of all the Soma Samsthas. And that is how Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra resided in Vellore. So with this, the sixth topic is over. And we move on to the seventh topic, which is known as Abhicharika Roga Shamanam. So Abhicharika Roga is a disease that appeared as a result of Abhichara Prayoga. And the pacification of that disease by Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra. One second. एवं गतेषु कतिपय मासेषु स ताताचार्यः कांश्चन मन्त्रिकान् वशीकृत्य गूढमेव आभिचारिकमन्त्रशक्त्या राजकीयान्तः पुराङ्गनानां जूर्तिरोगम् उदपादयत्. So with the passage of time, the Thathacharya, so he hired some mantrikas who were experts in tantra prayogas, and secretly he performed some abhichara mantras. And these abhichara mantras were targeted against the royal women. So the women of the Maharaja's family. And all of them started getting jurti roga, fever, chronic, an epidemic fever. Tada rajadishtaha charaka sushrutadi granthodita vidhana sajjitaihi aushadhairapi tadrogam shamayitum aparinaha agadankaraha bhupatim evam avochand. Tada at that time rajadishtaha, so those physicians who were called upon by the Raja, so Rajnya Adishtaha, Rajadishtaha, so physicians who were called upon by the Maharaja, Charaka Sushrutadi Granthodita Vidhana Sajjitaihi. So those physicians who were well versed in Charaka Samhita and Sushruta Samhita and Ayurvedic texts like Charaka Samhita and Sushruta Samhita, and who knew the Chikitsa Vidhanam that has been explained in these classical Ayurvedic texts, Charaka Samhita, Sushruta Samhita, Ashtanga Sadayam, and so on. So they had prepared, so they had administered medicines that have been told by our ancient Maharshis and Acharyas. Aushadhaihi api tad rogam, even by using these medicines, those physicians, agadankaraha, so agadankaraha means the word agadankara means physicians. Tad rogam shamayitum aparinaha, those physicians were not able to cure the disease, they were not able to cure it. Bhupatim evam avochanu, so they spoke to the Raja as follows: He Dharnipala, Nayam asmabhihi chikitsaniyaha roga. This disease cannot be treated by us, O king. Yataha I am abhicharika iva pratibhat, because it appears to be a disease that has taken place as a result of abhicharika prayoga. The pilli sunyam na solra liya Tamil la, so that is what is known as abhicharam. Black magic is abhicharam. Abhicharikaha iva pratibhati, it appears to be of abhicharika origin. Tataha Dikshitendra anupagamya, so Dharnipalaha Dikshitendra anupagamya. Thereafter, the king approached Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra. He Bhagavan, Bhavanevatam rogam shamayitum arhati. He Bhagavan, only you can cure the disease. Iti vinyapayamasa. Svesham apandirasane badhadikshahate Dikshitendraha aranehe analam utpadya mrityunjayam nidhyaya tasmin anale homadravyani juhu. So Dikshitendra was now being requested to remove the abhicharika prayoga. So immediately Dikshitendra took an arani. So that is the instrument with which Agni is produced in Yagashalas. So he produced Agni using arani, and he meditated upon Bhagavan as Mrityunjaya, and he offered homadravyas into it. Durvagrani Shivagnishu Pratimanu Judvadhataptani Saha Shreyah Karanam Ishwaram Manasi Samvartana Labhyam Saran Lajogham Tilasanyutam Pramathite Banhau Namobah Kariti Ante Naiva Juhava Bilva Phalapatrani Shriya Praptaye. Durva grani, so with the ends of durvas or kusha grasses, aragampul. And Dikshitendra used many different dravyas in the homa. So Lajogam, he used many large quantities of Lajam is the Nelpuri Sulvali and the Kalyanatula Kuda, and then the Laja homam, the girl's brother used to offer Laja into the Agni. So Pandadika Laja Abdina Lajogam Tilasanyutam, so Laja mixed with Yeld. Tilam is Yeld. And all this was offered into Agni, so into Agni Devatas in the Homam. And then Bilvapatrams were also offered. Taduttarakshane eva antahpura mahilajanaha rogopetaha sukhitaha abhavat. The next, when the homam was over, the next second itself, all the royal women, so they became freed of the chronic fever. Tada Drishtam Pranambram cha Bhupatim te Samacha Chakshire. So on seeing the Maharaja, so the Chinna Bomma Nayakkar being extremely happy and who was with great humility towards Dikshitendra, he spoke to the Chinna Bomma Nayakkar. Rajan Akandesman Pradvishataha Kasyachita Durvilasitani Bahuni Gudham Bhavishyanti. O King, so we have some foe within our own country, so he is going to create a lot of problems to us in secret. Ashrita Janavane Jagarukaha Kalakalaha Tani Shamayishyati. So Bhagavan Kalakala, Parameshwara, who is known as Kalakala, so he is Jagaruka, he is well aware of what is going to happen. Ashrita Janavane, so in the protection of those devotees who have taken shelter under him, so he is going to pacify all the difficulties that will confront his devotees. Ataha asmabhihi ajanat bhirivasthitaihi tat sahanaparaihi bhavyam. Therefore, we should act as if we are completely unaware of what is being done against us. Yataha tenaiva na kirtihi prasarisarishyati. So only then there will be no apakirti to us. Sopi tad vacham bahumanyamanaha. So even King Chinna Bomma respected those words of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra, and he honored Dikshitendra and spoke to him. Tathaiva bhavatam nideshe varte. So I will act as per your direction. Iti vyadhara. So this was the reply he gave. And with this, the 7th topic in 3rd Tarangam is over. Now the 8th topic is Kushthikaranam. The word Kushtham in Sanskrit, Tamil la Kushtham garada and the leprosy is solra illaya. Sanskritatula adu leprosy kadaive Kushtham appadina leprosy kadaive kadayadu. Any skin disease in Ayurveda is known as Kushtham. Psoriasis, eczema irkalam, psoriasis irkalam, dermatitis irkalam. So இது எல்லாத்தையுமே வந்து ஆயுர்வேதத்துல குஷ்டரோகம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. சோ ஒரு குஷ்டரோகம்னா சமஸ்கிருதத்துல ஆயுர்வேதத்துல leprosy அப்படிங்கிறது கிடையாது. So some classical Sanskrit words that are used in specific, in our Shastras, in different Shastras, we have many such words that are being used in colloquial Tamil in a different, altogether different meaning. சம்ஸ்கிருதத்துல அதோட அர்த்தம் வேறையா இருக்கும். ஆனா தமிழ்ல கொலோக்கியல் தமிழ்ல இன்னைக்கு நம்ம யூஸ் பண்றது வேற அர்த்தமா இருக்கும். So இப்ப அந்த மாதிரி the word குஷ்டம் here means kushtikaranam means to give skin disease to someone is kushtikaranam. Evam vitathīkrita ādhicārika prayogah tātācharyah punarapi jātu क्षुद्रदेवतोपासक सहायबलेन अर्धरात्रे परिजने निद्राविलीनलोचने सति सर्वतो भद्र रामवाह्यांगणं पिशितादि हेयवस्तुभिः कलुषीचकार. So when his plans of abhicharika prayoga became foiled, so once again he started taking another efforts to. So he started worshipping Shudra Devatas for some specific thalas. And in this way, Athikalye eva suptothitas. So there was a pond in which Dikshitendra used to take his snanam early in the morning every day. So that pond was mixed with toxic materials. And it was, there were not just toxins, but they also had some abhicharika plus toxin. Physical toxin as well as abhicharika toxin. So as well as so both of this was combined. And such a dravyam was, such a substance was mixed into the pond in which Dikshitendra used to take bath early in the morning every day. Atikalya eva suptotthitaste snatum यावत् जलाशयं प्रतस्थिरे तावत् वातानीतः दुर्गन्धः तत् गमनत्वरां रुरोध. So when Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra went to the pond very early in the morning, so when he was approaching that water body, he was not able to bear the offensive smell that emanated from it, and he was not able to go near it. Atha अंतेवास्यानीत प्रदीप प्रकाशनेन कलुषितं तत् स्थलमवेत्य मन्युस्फुरित धरास्ते क्षणं मदनान्तकः इव अज्वलन्. So immediately, so in olden days, the thief pandathula vandu edutunda and light eduthu pova. So in olden days, when torch lights were not available, street lights were not available. அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கிறப்ப பழைய காலத்துல இந்த தீப்பந்தம் எடுத்துன்னு போவா. சோ சிஷ்யாலாம் தீப்பந்தம் எடுத்துன்னு இருக்கிறப்ப அந்த குளத்து கிட்டக்க என்ன இருக்கு காட்டுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு சொல்றாரு. அவர் பார்த்தா அது வந்து டிஸ்கலர், கம்ப்ளீட்டா அந்த ஜலமே வந்து டிஸ்கலர் ஆயிருக்கு, கலரே என்னமோ மாதிரி ஆயிருக்கு அந்த குளத்துல. சோ அதை பார்த்த உடனே Dikshitendra was very angry. Kalushitam tat sthalamavete, when he saw that the whole place was polluted, manyusphurita dharaste. So his face was filled with anger. And at that time, Dikshitendra appeared like Parameshwara who killed Manmatha. So, Madanantakaha iva ajvalana. So Dikshitendra was blazing in anger like Parameshwara when he killed Manmatha. Kopa kshananashwaram api Mahatmanam kopamuttaritum alam bhavati. So who is this person who is going to earn the wrath of great personalities? Maryate cha. And then Mahagunachalopari pratishthitatmashilinam apikshanena nashwaram nakopi kopamuttaret. So nobody can get away with the wrath of great personalities. So saying this, Dikshitendra meditated upon Parameshwara. And there is a specific mantra in Shri Rudram. Adhyavochatadhivakta prathamo daivyo. So he kept chanting this mantra over and over again. And then tatha bhutanatha prahitaha kaschana bhutaha tat pradesham imamarja. Immediately Shivagana, Bhutagana of Parameshwara appeared himself in that place, and he cleared the pond of all the toxic materials, and he cleaned the entire pond. So Shiva, Bhutagana of Parameshwara appeared there. Atha Tarangini Taranga Kanavahi Kusumarenu Kiraha Prabhatavatahatam Pradesham Surabhayamasa. Thereafter, a fragrance that emanated from the from flowers that have grown, that are present in the place. So such a fragrance, so that was there in the place instead of the offensive smell. Kinchasa bhutaha prayojakasya tasyaiva tathacharyasya geham heyavastubhihi kalushicakara. And this bhuta of Parameshwara, he took all the toxic materials and threw them into the house of the person who made the prayoga. So he threw them in the house of Thathacharya. Shiva bhakta druha tat sahacharinaha api jugupsaniyam pushthatam anvabhavan. Shiva bhakta druha. So those people who acted as enemies to Shiva bhaktas, and those people who help such papis, so they got a very horrible skin disease that was difficult to treat. Atha anushthita snanadi nityakarmanaha brahmavarsta stulita kamalasanaste mantrabhijaptaihi tirthaihi sadananganam prokshya pravishan. So after finishing his snanam and other nityakarmas, so Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra, who was glowing with lots and lots of Brahmavarchas, so he sprinkled Peetham in and around his house with certain mantras, and with those tirthas he purified the house before he entered into it. Urvipatirapi paredyuhu Thathacharya cheshtitam idam ityavagachannapi Dikshitendra nideshanuvarti babhuva. So the next day, so the king knew that all of this was the activity of Thathacharya. Even after knowing this, he remained silent. He remained silent as per the directions of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra. He acted as if he was completely unaware of what was going on. So with this, the 8th topic is over. And in the next class, we will see the 9th topic in Tarangam 3, which is Vishatirthapana. So once again, poison was mixed in the tirtham which was being offered to Dikshitendra in Varadaraja Swami temple in Vellore. So that topic will be discussed in next class. With this, we will finish today's class. Hara Namah Parvati Pataye Hara Hara Mahadeva.